All right. Good morning, class. Welcome to Math 410 Elementary Algebra. This is lecture 12 with Professor Pacheco. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. This is going to cover 12.3 and 12.4. 12.3 is multiplying polynomials. So look at this example. We have three first mini examples. 6x times x is just very simple. It's just multiplying the 6 and the 4, which is 24. And then x times x is 1 plus 1 because the exponents are 1 at the exponent. So we get 24x squared. And we're done with number 1. Number 2. Negative 7 times x squared times 0.2 x to the fifth. So we're going to do negative 7 times 0.2, and it'll be x squared plus 5. So negative 7 times 0.2 is negative 1.4. And then we're going to go ahead and do 2 plus 5, which is 7, x to the 7th. We're done there. Here we're multiplying two fractions with each other, so it'll be the top of the top, so it'll be negative 1/3 times negative 2 over 9, and then x to the 5 plus 1. So negative 1 times negative 2 is a positive 2, 3 times 9 is 27, x to the 6, and we're done, because this cannot be simplified any further. Here are the first set of practice problems, guys. Give this a shot. Pause it here. So number 1, 5y times 2y. 5 times 2 is 10. Y times y is just y squared. We have 5z to the third times negative 0.4. Z to the fifth. So we're going to do 5 times negative 0.4, which is negative 2. And then z to the cube plus 5. So z will be 3 plus 5, which is negative 2, z to the 8. And we're done. Number 3, we're going to multiply negative 1 over 9 times negative 7 over 8. And it'll be b to the 6 plus 3. So negative 1 times negative 7 is positive 7. 9 times 8 is 72. And it'll be b to the 9th. And I believe the 7 over 72 is the most simplified we can get. Yep, so we're done here. Alright, use the distributive property to find each product. Let's see how this works. So it'll be 5x times 2x cubed, 5x times 6. So 5x times 2x cubed, 5 times 2 is 10. X times x cubed is just x to the 4th. 5x times 6 is 30x. And we're done. Try not to overthink this distribution part. It's just multiplying the numbers, adding the exponents. So here we're going to go ahead and multiply it to these three terms. So negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. X squared times x squared is x to the 4th. Negative 3x squared times 6x. Well, negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. X squared times x is x cubed. Negative 3x squared times negative 1. Two negatives make a positive. 3 times 1 is just 3. And then don't forget the x squared. And we're done. So distribution is just multiplying the term outside the parentheses to everything inside. So since we have letters involved now, we have to use the laws of exponents. And then the numbers, just multiply the numbers, guys. Here is this practice problem. A. So 3x parentheses 9x to the fifth plus 11x, or just 11. Distribute that. 3 times 9 is 27. X times x to the fifth is x to the sixth. 3x times 11 is 33x. And we're done. B, we're distributing negative 6x cubed. We're going to distribute that to 2x squared minus 9x plus 2. Go ahead and draw your arrows. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. X cubed times x squared, add the exponents. 3 plus 2 is 5. Negative 6x cubed times negative 9x. Two negatives make a positive. 6 times 9, I believe, is 54. X cubed times x is x to the fourth. Negative 6x cubed times positive 2 is negative 12x cubed. And we're done. Here we have multiplied 3x plus 2 times 2x minus 5. I'm going to show you a way I like to do this, guys. I should have done it in the last example. It's the box method. So it's how many terms you have. So let me set it up for you. This is 2 terms. This is 2 terms. So it'll be a 2 by 2. So in your notebook, you just do a 2 by 2 box. So this will be 3x plus 2. This will be 2x minus 5. And then you just multiply this. 2x times 3x is a times symbol right here. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times 2 is plus 4x. Negative 5 times 3x is negative 15x. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. These are like terms we can combine here. So we get 6x squared minus 15x plus 4x minus 10. Combine like terms, so we get 6x squared minus 11x minus 10, and we're done. So that's one way to do it. It's this box method. You could have actually just do arrows as well, done 3x times this one, 3x times that one, and then switch over to the 2, so then it'll be 2 times that and 2 times that. And then combine your like terms. So there's more than one way to do this. There's arrows, there's the box method. Whichever one is your preference is up to you. Look at this practice problem. I'm gonna do the arrows for this one. Could you do the box method? Yes, you could. So just pause it and set it up. So the first arrow will be 5x times 2x. That's just 10x squared. Then it'll be 5x times 3, which is plus 15x. Now we're going to go ahead and do the second term here, negative 2 times 2x, which is negative 4x. Then negative 2 times 3, which is negative 6. Combine your like terms, which is just these two. And then we get 10x squared plus 11x minus 6. And we're done. Here's another example, 2x minus y squared. That's just 2x minus y times another 2x minus y. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a box method. Just because I know it's going to organize our math work a little nicer. 2x minus y and then 2x minus y. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times negative y is negative 2xy. Negative y times 2x is another negative 2xy. Negative y times negative y is plus y squared. So this comes out as 4x squared. 4x squared minus 2xy minus 2xy plus y squared, which equals to 4x squared minus 4xy plus y squared. And we're done. Here's another practice one for you to do. challenge you to do either it in regular or use the box method or to use the arrows, whichever one is your preference. Um, Make sure you just pause here to try it on your own. I am going to use arrows for this one. 5x times 5x is 25x squared. 5x times negative 3 is negative 15xy. Then I'm going to go ahead and switch off my arrow. Negative 3y times 5x is another negative 15xy. And this times this is plus 9y squared. I know these two can be combined. So our final answer is 25x squared minus 30xy plus 9y squared. And we're done. Multiply t plus 2 by 3t squared minus 4t plus 2. Now we could do the arrows. It'll be 6 set of arrows, or we could do a box method, but this time it'll be a 2 by 3. You see that? So you do, it's like a rectangle. So then this is the 2 terms, and this is the 3 terms. So it'll be t plus 2, and it'll be 3t squared minus 4t plus 2. Multiply these out. T times 3t squared is 3t cubed. T times negative 4t is negative 4t squared. T times 2 is just 2t. 2 times 3t squared is plus 6t squared. 2 times negative 4t is negative 8t. And then 2 times 2 is 4. Notice how the diagonals are like terms, guys, so we can combine these two here. So then we get equals to 3t cubed minus 4t squared plus 6t squared minus 8t plus 2t plus 4. Combine your like terms, so then we get 3t cubed plus 2t squared minus 6t plus 4. And we are done. I want you to try this one out here. For this case, I'll probably just do arrows here. Multiply y plus 4 by 2y squared minus 3y plus 5. So I'm going to do the y first. So it'll be y times this term first, which is just 2y cubed, right? Y times 2y squared. Y times minus 3y is going to be negative 3y squared. And then y times 5, which is just going to be plus 5y. Next, we're going to go ahead and do 4 times 2y squared, which is just going to be 8y squared plus 8y squared. 4 times negative 3y is going to be negative 12y. And then 4 times 5, which is plus 20. We have our like terms here, so the y squares can be combined, and then the y terms can be combined. So let's combine them. So bring down the 2y cubed. The y squared term will be 5y squared minus 7y plus 20. Then we have example 3a plus b to the third power, which is just 3a plus b times 3a plus b times 3a plus b. I'm going to show you how we'll use this for box method. So this will be box method A. So for A, it'll be a 2 by 2. So it'll be 3a plus b, 3a plus b. 3a times 3a is 9a squared. 3a times b is 3ab plus 3ab plus b squared. This simplifies to 9a squared plus 6ab plus b squared. And we're going to multiply that by 3a plus b again. So this is going to be box method B. I'm going to switch that to blue. So that's going to be a rectangle. So it'll be 9a squared plus 6ab plus b squared. And I'm going to multiply that by 3a plus b. So 3a times 9a squared is 3 times 9 is 27. A times a squared is a cube. 3a times 6ab will be 6 times 3 is 18. A times a is a squared, and then there's a b there. 3a times b squared is plus 3ab squared. See how I'm doing alphabetical order? So b times 9a squared will be just plus 9a squared b. And then b times 6ab would just be plus 6ab squared. And then b times b is b cubed. The diagonals can be combined, or like terms. So our final answer will be equals 27a cubed. 9 plus 18 is 27a squared b. 3 plus 6 is 9, so it'll be 9a b squared plus b cubed. And you're done. So you see how beautiful it was with the box method, how organized it was. So this is your example. I want you to try it out with this practice problem here. So it's s plus 2t cubed. So it'll be s plus 2t times s plus 2t plus s plus 2t. Go ahead and do the a first. Do the arrows. S times s is s squared. S times 2t is 2st plus 2st plus 4t squared. That's the first print. That's option A. Combine your like terms. So then we get s squared plus 4st plus 4t squared. So now we have 3 by 2. So pretty much you're going to multiply each term times each term over here. So arrows, I'm going to do arrows on this one. You're going to see how I work it out. It's the same though as for you with the box method. You can do a box method if you're comfortable with that method. So it'll be x squared times s first. So that's s cubed. S squared times 2t. So that would just be plus 2s squared t. Now I'm going to go ahead and do brown. 4st times st. So that's just gonna, or 4st times s, which is gonna be plus 4s squared t. Then I'm gonna do 4st times 2t, which is just gonna be plus 8st squared. Now the last one is the orange arrows. 4t squared times s, which is just gonna be 4st squared, and then 4t squared times 2t, which is just going to be plus 8t cubed. And you see how I lined them up, so we can just add them up comfortably. So that's just going to be s cubed plus 6s squared t plus 12st squared plus 8t cubed. And we're done. So arrows are, you don't really need box method, but you see how you're more confident in your work with box method because you can see what multiplied out, what you did, and what steps. I color coordinated here, so hopefully that kept me okay. But if you guys are lost, make sure you utilizing the notes as best way you can. Okay, guys. So we're at 12.4, or the special products. This is pretty much gonna focus you guys on different multiplication techniques. So the first one I want to go over is the FOIL method. So the FOIL is pretty much a way to multiply two binomials, so two terms times two terms. So the FOIL F stands for the first term, so 3x times 2x, which is right here, which is just 6x squared, which is the F term. Then the O stands for the outer term, so it's going to be 3x times 5. And then the inner terms is the 1 times the 2x. The last term is the 1 times the 5. So you see the FOIL, combine your like terms, and then you have your final answer. So you can pause here to write down this method into your notebook, guys. It's very important to have, because you can actually use the FOIL method as opposed to the box method. So I want you to multiply this example by FOIL. So let's do F first. So this is the F term. So x times x is x squared. Then we're going to do x times 4. That's the outer term. X times 4 is plus 4x. Then it'll be negative 3 times x, which is the inner, which is just negative 3x. And then negative 3 times 4, which is negative 12, which is the last terms. So combine your like terms. So then we get x squared plus x minus 12. And we're done with FOIL. Go ahead and try this practice problem here with you guys. X plus 2, x minus 5. So remember, x times x is the F term, which is x squared. And we do x times minus 5, which is the O term, which is negative 5x, which is the O, the outside. 2 times x, which is the plus 2x, which is the inner term. And then 2 times negative 5, which is minus 10, which is the last term. Combine all of them together, you like terms, so you get negative 3x minus 10, and we're done. Here's another example. Multiply 5x minus 7, x minus 2 by the FOIL method. 5x times x, that's the F term, which is 5x squared. And 5x times minus 2, that's the outside, which is negative 10x. Negative 7 times x is negative 7x, which is the inner term. And then negative 7 times negative 2, which is the last term, plus 14. So then we get 5x squared minus 17x plus 14. And we're done. Alright, go ahead and try this practice problem, guys, by yourself using FOIL method. Remember, 4x times x, that's the F term, which is 4x squared. 4x times minus 1, that's the outside term, so negative 4x. Negative 9 times x, which is the inner term, negative 9x. And then plus 9 for the last terms. So then we get 4x squared minus 13x plus 9. And we're done. Alright, so here we have the same concept, guys. We have FOIL, but we want to go ahead and we have a multiply the 2 at the end. So we're going to FOIL first. So it'll be 2 parentheses y times y, 2y squared. Y times minus 1 is minus y. 6 times 2y is plus 12y. 6 times minus 1 is minus 6. So then we combine our like terms. Now we're going to distribute this 2 to all these terms. So then we get 4y squared plus 22y minus 12, and we are done. So we have to FOIL, distribute, and then and we're done. Go ahead and try that out here in your example in this practice problem. FOIL first, pause it. So then we get 3x squared minus x plus 15x minus 5. So then we get 3x squared plus 14x minus 5. Distribute the 3. So Then we get 9x squared plus 42x minus 15. And we're done. 3y plus 1 squared. So we're going to go ahead and multiply 3y plus 1 times another 3y plus 1. We can FOIL now. So 3y times y is 9y squared. 3y times 1 is plus 3y. 1 times 3y is another 3y. 1 times 1 is 1. Combine like terms, so we get 9y squared plus 6y plus 1. And we're done. Over here we have multiply 4x minus 1 squared. Same thing. So it'll be 4x minus 1 times 4x minus 1. You can do FOIL or box method, whichever one makes sense to you. 4x times 4x is 16x squared. 4x times minus 1 is negative 4x. Negative 1 times 4x is another negative 4x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is a plus 1. So then we get 16x squared minus 8x plus 1. And we're done with the practice problem here. Let's go ahead and look at squaring a binomial. So a binomial squared is equal to the square of the first term plus or minus the product of both terms plus the square of the second term. So a plus b, so that's what we're separating. A is the first one, b is the second one. We have to multiply them together times 2 to get the middle term. So a squared and b squared. So then a, so this is a, this is b. So t, so is equal to a squared, right? So instead of a squared is t squared times plus 2 times a, which is t, times b, which is 2, plus b squared, which is 2 squared. So this is the formula. So now we simplify. So we get t squared plus 2 times t times 2, which is just 4t, and then plus 2 squared is 4. And we're done. So that's how we use the formula. So now p minus q squared. So this is a, this is b. So remember, it's equal to a squared minus 2 times a times b plus b squared, which is q squared. So then, which is just a squared, p squared minus 2pq plus q squared. So we're not foiling, we're not box methoding it, we're using these formulas here. So let's look at C. So this is A, this is B. So then we get a squared, so that's equal to 2x squared plus 2 times 2x times 5 plus 5 squared. Formula, right? A plus b. So 2x squared is 2x times 2x, which is 4x squared. 2 times 2x is 4x times 5 is 20x. 5 squared is 25. And we're done here. So this is using the formula. If you don't want to use the formula, you can just do 2x plus 5 times 2x plus 5. That's fine. So this is D. So this is A and this is B. And this is being squared, right? So A minus B. So it'll be A squared, right? So it'll be x squared squared minus 2 times x squared times 7y plus 7y squared in parentheses. So x squared times x squared squared is just 2 times 2, which is x to the 4th. Negative 2 times x squared times 7y is negative 14x squared y. And then ending with 49y squared, because 7y times 7y. Now, if you don't know how to use the formula, just multiply it out, guys. Do x squared minus 7y times x squared times another 7y. So, and then just FOIL it. You'll get the same answers, guys. I'm trying to show you how to use a formula. So if not, you can look these up on YouTube on Khan Academy. and just try other examples out. So I'm just using the formula 2ab, 2ab, b squared, and a squared. But I'm just labeling my a and b from these examples. So you're going to go ahead and try that here as well. Use the special products to square each binomial. So I'm going to write each one here. So first we need to know a plus b squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. A minus b squared is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So I'm going to use those two to do the work. So a. This is a and b. So a is b, so it'll be b squared plus 2 times b times 3 plus 3 squared. So simplify. So we get b squared. 2 times b is 2b times 3 is 6b. And then 3 squared is 9. So you're done here. So b, we have x minus y squared. So that's a and b. So b, a is x squared, so be x squared minus 2 times x times y plus b squared, which is y squared. Well, that simplifies to x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. And we're done. Don't overthink it, guys. We're just using these two formulas. C, a and b. So then we get a squared, right? So a squared is 3y squared plus 2 times a, which is 3y, times b, which is 2, plus b squared, which is 2 squared. So 3y squared is 3y times 3y, which is 9y squared. 2 times 3y is 6y, times 2 is 12y, and 2 squared is 4. And you're done. And then D, we have a minus b. So then we get a squared to the second power minus 2 times a squared times 5b plus 5b squared. A squared times a squared is a to the fourth. Minus 2a squared times 5 is negative 10a squared b. 5b squared times 5b is 25b squared. And we're done. This is an A, not a 9. Right? Formulas are our best friends, guys. So do not get overwhelmed by these formulas, okay? So keep that in mind that a plus b squared does not equal a squared plus b squared, okay? Or the same thing as a minus b squared is not a squared minus b squared. These are the two formulas you need to remember and keep in mind because they're going to help you whenever they kind of give you their shortcuts to multiplying. Now, if you don't want to multiply them using the formula, you can multiply them out using FOIL or box method. Keep that in mind. You could have done these problems with FOIL or a box method. I was just doing these problems with the formula. Now, the last one is the multiplying the sum and difference of two terms. So a plus b times a minus b is just the difference of squares. So you'll multiply a squared. So a plus b times a minus b is a squared minus b squared. So look at a. So a is 4 times x plus 4, x minus 4. So this is a plus b, a minus b. So we know it's a squared minus b squared. So then it'll be 4 times x squared minus 4 squared, which is just x squared minus 16. Distribute the 4, so we get 4x squared minus 64. So b, we would get, so this is a, b, so it'll be 6t squared minus 7 squared. 6t squared is 36t squared minus 49. And we're done. C is A and B, so it'll be x squared minus 1/4 squared, which is just x squared minus 1 over 16. D, so we have AB, so A will be 2p, so it'll be 2p parentheses squared minus q squared, which is just 4p squared minus q squared. And then E, A and B, right? Because it's A plus B times A minus B. So it'll be A, which would be 3x squared squared minus 5y parentheses squared. So 3x squared times 3x squared is 9x to the fourth. 5y times 5y is minus 25y squared. And that's how we multiply them. Now remember, if you did not want to do this, you could do this by FOIL. So we'll do x times x, x times minus 4, 4 times x, 4 times minus 4, and you should get the same answer, guys. I'm just showing you how to use the formula. So right here, and when you have a plus b, a minus b, we can just do the difference of squares. It'll be a squared minus b squared. So square a minus square b. So here we go, guys. Like I said, you can use this is another practice set, guys. You can use this as pretty much to do the a squared minus b squared. So remember that. So it'll be a plus b times a minus b is the same thing as a squared minus b squared. All right, let's look at a. Number here we have 3 there. X plus 5 minus 5, so it'll be x squared minus 5 squared, which is just x squared minus 25, which is just 3x squared minus 75. You're done. So then here we get 4b squared minus parentheses 3 squared. 4b squared is 4b times 4b, which is 16b squared. 3 times 3 is 9. Remember, if you didn't want to do this, you can just FOIL 4b times 4b, 16b squared, and so on. And you will get the same answer. So x, a plus b, so this would be x squared minus 2/3 squared. Well, x squared is just x squared. 2/3 is just 2 squared over 3 squared, which is just x squared minus 4 over 9. D, a plus b, so it'll be 5s squared minus t squared, which is just 25s squared minus t squared. Last but not least, we have e, so it'll be a is 2y squared minus 3z squared squared. So 2y squared is just 4y squared. 3z squared is 3 times 3, right? And z squared times z squared, so it'll be minus 9z to the fourth. Now remember, if you do not want to use the formula, you can just multiply it out using the FOIL or the box method, guys. Use a special product to multiply if possible. So the a, you just use FOIL here, so or box method. So x times 3x is 3x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Negative 5 times 3x is negative 15x. Negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. Combine your like terms, so then we get 3x squared minus 11x minus 20. So b is 7x plus 4. So just pretty much just multiply this out, guys. But yeah, don't worry about this example. I may have given too much on this lecture. But yeah, so hopefully you guys have seen, you can pause here and work on these examples if you like, but don't worry about it. I feel like I gave enough already with this lesson. Hopefully this is enough for you to understand. Remember, rewatch this lesson if you need help multiplying. Also, there's other videos online on my lab and mastering. You can get more access to more algebra videos as well as Google, as well as Khan Academy. Thank you guys for logging on, and I'll see you next time. Peace and love.